Hey guys, today is going to be a very exciting video because today I'm going to try and make the Flingza roller. We are going to tackle this, so we're going to get straight into it. What I used for this was some cardboard, these PVC pipe cleaners with these small connectors. I got this from a Sondico football goal. And some EVA foam sheets and mats, and that's pretty much all you're going to need. So I started by making this small shape that's going to be the handle, and you can see that I've got a reference picture in the background, and I'm just figuring out how I'm going to make it. So at the moment I've seen the red piece, the main piece that houses everything, and I'm just trying to trace that shape and make that shape so I can cut it out and put it onto the foam. And that's what I'm doing here. Another good tip is that it's always good to have a reference picture on hand. So what I've done is I've gone onto Etsy, where somebody's actually 3D printed this, and I've used it as a reference picture, and that's what I've done. So I can zoom in as well. You should also take it from the game as well, because the game is obviously the most accurate version. So that would be good to do as well. And right now I'm just tracing it, and you can see I'm looking at what I've drawn and what's on the screen, my iPad screen. And I'm also looking at how it will fit in with the handle, because that's what I'm gonna do. So now I'm cutting it out. You're also going to need 2 of these, and I'm cutting it out and tracing it onto cardstock just so I can use this as a future template. And now I'm gonna trace it onto another piece of foam so I can use it in the future. Now what I'm doing is I'm gluing the foam pieces we just made, and I'm putting it onto some cardstock. Now I know you think that this might be really thick, but this is actually how it has to be, because I'm trying to do something special with this kind of craft. And you can see that I just put that small connector piece because that's where the main bit of the roller comes out, and I want everything to connect so I can unconnect it and it can get smaller like the Flingza roller does, because it has 2 shapes to it. And right now I'm just building sort of the base pack that will house everything. And here it is. And here I'm just making a hole so that small bit I showed you can fit inside. And I'm gonna glue it here as well. This is gonna hide it as well, and as you can see, it's gonna be that right angled piece where the roller will actually fit on, if you can see what I'm saying. The handle piece is gonna curve down at this weird angle like this, and I know that you think this might be weird, because I think it's weird too, but this is the only way that I could make this work. So now what I'm doing is I'm covering this main piece of, or this main block in red foam, because that's what it is on the actual Flingza roller. And the sides are silver, but silver and white don't look too different, so I'm gonna leave them the same. So that's what I'm doing here. And I'm gonna do the other side as well. What I'm thinking now is how I'm going to build that main bit that holds the actual roller, because we've made the base, but we actually need to make the roller now. And I've used another right angled connector piece, and then I've attached a smaller bit of PVC pipe which I cut, and you can see that it's starting to come together. But the problem is the weight distribution on the roller, because that's the problem here. And here I'm figuring out how I'm going to make the roller be able to fold. But we'll get to that bit later, because that's the surprise. And I forgot to tell you guys, but you actually need to spray paint the PVC pipe pieces, because I figured that I might as well, because silver looked better. Now what I've done is, off screen, I took a small bit of PVC pipe and created these foam circles, and what I'm going to do is create the actual roller bit using this Amazon packaging cardboard bit, and I'm just going to wrap it round and glue it, and then we'll cover it in some yellow foam so it's accurate. And that's just what I'm doing here. You could just use 2 circles if you're wondering why there's so many circles, but this just makes it really easy if you use a lot of circles, but it really doesn't matter. And what I'm doing is I'm making sure that the end of the end circles line up with the end of the cardboard, so there's no big gaps. Now we're done with that, what I'm going to do is just create the smaller details, and I'm just cutting up these strips of red foam and sticking it to the base of the Flingza roller, because that's what I'm going to call it. And I see that there's also a white detail on it, and after I'm gluing the rectangular strips, what I'm going to do is just create this almost power button out of white foam and stick it onto the base. And you're gonna need to do this for both sides, and that's what I'm doing here. After I'm happy with those pieces, I also realised that there's actually black on the handle of the Flingza roller. So I'm just taking this black foam, cutting out some strips, and then I'm just gonna wrap it around the handle to give it a 3D look. But if you want, you could just spray paint it black, or just simply just cover half of the handle in black foam, but I like this way better. So that's what I'm doing here. And you can actually see that the Flingza roller is actually starting to come together and it's starting to look quite good. And it's really starting to come together. So originally I was going to cover it in this orange foam to match the picture, but I decided not to. We're going to do it in yellow foam. But here you can see that that piece there, the big rectangular one, will fit into the hole we made, and then the roller's it's gonna connect to that bit, and that's how I'm gonna do it. So everything connects and everything can be taken apart. But right now, all I'm doing is I'm just covering the cardboard in this yellow foam, and I think the yellow foam is a really nice colour and a really bright colour. And it's also going to hide any mistakes that I actually made on the cardboard bit, which is also a plus. So that's what we're doing here. And you can see that we're done, and originally this would be the end of the tutorial, but that's not the kind of person I am, so we're gonna keep going. So I made a hole, you can see I made a hole in the base of this bit here of the roller, and then what I'm gonna do is I push some of the PVC pipe into it, and then I added a connector bit inside the base, and that's gonna make the roller connect to it and be able to stand upright. And then I added a bit of red foam to give it stability so it doesn't fall off, and that's how it looks. So sorry you didn't see that bit, and you can see that just connects easily. Now I'm making the white bit and the little piece that goes across the roller. And sorry you can't see anything, but all we're doing is just taking some white foam and gluing it across the yellow foam, and it's gonna give it a nice effect. And this is how it looks, guys. Honestly, I think this looks amazing. And guess what, guys? This isn't even it. I didn't show you the hidden feature, and the hidden feature is that it actually folds like a traditional Flingza roller would. Look, it's actually so cool, because what I did is I added one of those small connector pieces inside, and that right angle piece here actually fits in with it, and it just sits on top of the Flingza roller. It just looks so cool to me, honestly. I just think this came out so well. And here you can see the way it folds, and it's just really cool. And then you can unfold it and turn it into another roller. I can add some Velcro pieces on the tops. Well, also it's got that weird thing at the top that the Flingza roller does. But I adjust that and you can fix it, because it's kind of hanging on. Guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate this. If you like it, drop a like, comment what the highest button go for next, and please subscribe to the channel if you liked it. And this is been out. See ya.